welcome to video number 6 out of 52 in this sound painting series for 2011. My name's Evan Mizunik, and every week this year I'm going to post a short video of me using sound painting. And if you're wondering what sound painting is, you can refer back to previous videos, or you can look at the description below this video in the video description. You may have to expand it to see the full description of sound painting. Or you can know that sound painting is a sign language for live composition. And if you've been watching this series, thanks to those who've commented so far, keep the comments coming. And if you've been watching this series so far, you know that we're progressively building a vocabulary together. So we've covered who, and we've covered some whats, and we've covered some when gestures. And today, I want to step a bit into the world of memory. Memory. Remembering what we did, not just from past videos, but in the moment when we're building a piece together, how can we, in a sense, sample live, or how can we, in a sense, grab this information that you're providing, because I'll be providing a gesture, and you'll be providing the content. How can I, as a composer, in the moment, take that information and capture that information you give to me and say, hey, I want to build a piece around this. Thank you very much. So today we're going to work in a bit of a theme and variations style of working, if you know that. We'll establish an idea and develop it, move away from it, come back to that idea, and so forth. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to work on just 3 new gestures today. We're going to work on memory, and you'll see memory with a number. We're going to work on change, and we're going to work on this. The gesture for this is this. So again, memory, always with a number, change, and this. Alright, so first memory. Memory, you'll see either hand go to the temple, followed by number. We might use 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5 memories, but for today, we're just going to work with one memory. So what will happen is, we'll be in the middle of the piece, and I'll identify what you're doing as very cool and something I want to use. So for instance, we're in the middle of a piece, and I'll say, this, what you're doing right now, this is memory 1. And all I'm doing at that moment is just identifying what you're doing. I'm in a sense tagging it, or flagging it, or identifying it for future reference. We're giving it a name, saying this is now memory 1. But you just keep doing what you're doing. Then later in the composition, I'll bring that back. I'll, in a sense, recapitulate that, bring that idea back again and say, memory 1, and that's your preparation to know that we're going to bring that idea back again. So how might that sound? One example, I'm going to gesture and sing for you, so you'll have to deal with my singing today. A whole group, a long tone, right? Right at the end of my hands is a play gesture. So what I did, I established a long tone, a sustained sound, went into some extended techniques, went back to another long tone, and that was the long tone I said identified as a memory. I'd say, this is memory 1. I didn't change what I was doing. We went on to extended techniques again, and then later, the second time, you saw me go memory 1, without a this gesture, just to say memory 1, that's the what of our phrase. And then a go gesture. Either a play or an enter slowly. So, the first time you see it, you'll see this is memory 1. I'm identifying that content. And the second time, you'll see me say memory 1. And in a sense, we've saved that file as memory 1, to use a computer analogy. We've saved it, and now we're going to open it again. Memory 1, for instance. So that's working with memory, working with this, where this is. We're also going to work with change. and you'll see a gesture C, not for cookie, as the Cookie Monster may lead you to believe, but for change. Either hand, change. You'll see that as a preparation. And then some type of go gesture. Enter slowly. And change is has a vast range of meanings within it. But for today, we're going to put change together with the gesture for this. And get a nice compound phrase. Change this. So what does that mean? It means take your idea and alter it in a subtle fashion. But stick with that original material and just modify it ever so slightly. So for instance, if I have, let's take that memory 1, I'm not going to remember the exact pitch, but I'll do my best, right, from that previous example. I might change the volume, I might change the color of it. Let's do that memory again. I'll show you another way I could change that, right? So there, I just took it down a half step as an instrumentalist. Now if you're using movement, you could slightly alter that. Say your long tone is this, your sustained movement, right? You might change it by just now letting it go to the other side of the body. But it's still relatively the same movement. So change this. We've got, this is memory 1. We're just going to use one memory. I'll identify something. Then I'll come back and say memory 1 again. You'll remember that content, whatever it was, be really present for whatever that prior content was. And we'll bring it back again. We'll give a little bit of a reprise or recapitulate that. Bring that back one more time. One more once, as Count Basie might say. And then we'll also work with change this. So the memory will be our theme, and change this will be some type of variation. And again, the language I'm going to use as far as the content gestures are just going to be ones we've already covered in prior videos. You ready? Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. Please leave your video responses below, and I'll see you next week.